Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to what I suspect is probably the final video for the Invincible. We're starting here just because I know we were kind of in the middle of something and I don't want you to miss any of that, so I figure we'll start from the very beautiful title screen. Yasna provokes Ro-Hitra to talk to her, but she fails to convince him of her innocence. He remains distrustful and vigilant. That would suggest that I could have maybe done it better. I did just kind of protest my innocence over and over again, and he doesn't seem to have believed me, unfortunately.
Oh, my neck.
Hey, robot. Oh, okay.
You don't know the concept of weariness, do you?
Never mind.
Lucas. Psst.
Priority 0. Man in danger.
Oh, that worked. I wasn't sure what we were doing there, but it worked.
Some kind of sedative will calming his comrades? Or is he trouble falling asleep? It's broken. What a perfidious prick.
You hear me? Perfidious prick.
It's high time to get out of here.
See you later. Not a great robot if it can be distracted by a pebble being thrown at a dude. Not really fulfilling its core function very well there. Oh, alright game, calm down. This is beautiful. I thought it was darker than this, but unless that's a big old sun, it's a very bright day outside. It does look like nighttime though, doesn't it? That's very unusual. It's an unusual planet, I suppose.
Phew. It worked. Astrogata. I escaped.
Doctor, what a relief. Where exactly are you?
I'm near their hideout. Though I intend to change that as soon as possible.
There. Have you met Spluskus and Lendl?
Yet. How do you know their names?
I've intercepted the Alliance's communications. Keep going. We'll discuss everything on the way.
I can't go back the same way.
Too steep?
And too dark. I need to find another way. The path along the cliff looks much safer. I think I can get down here.
It popped up with an achievement there,
Proceed.
saying that I chose not to collaborate with Ro-Hitra. Again, I'm not sure, did I have an option? Could I have collaborated? Was this not the only choice?
I have to ask. What happened in the last few hours? That man. He didn't hurt you, did he?
I was sitting on my ass, guarded by Ro-Hitra and his Arctan. I'm numb as hell, but other than that, I'm fine.
What do you make of this man? What kind of person is he?
He wasn't very pleasant to deal with, but that's understandable, given the circumstances. He's lost, angry, scared. It's a shame I failed to win him over.
And we need a new plan.
Yeah. Seems so. Although I could use some rest. It was a rough day. A night. Rough couple of days, actually.
Sorry, Doctor, but you'll have to get away from there first.
It really does seem like I could have won him over. That's interesting. If there's one thing I'm curious about this game, there's been a few things along the way where I kind of feel like I'm making choices and splitting things off in a little bit. Remember a long time ago we turned towards the Alliance base. What if we'd gone in the other direction? You know, ages ago. I don't know. How different can the game play out? I'm never going to redo it because this is Yasna's story and this is how it's gone for her. But it does make me curious. I might have a little poke at like some alternate playthroughs online to see what happens to other people, you know? But you'd expect the core information to be the same at the very least.
I think I know where to go. There's a hole from an antimatter beam on the other side of the canyon.
Very well. Perhaps you can find out where the Invincible landed.
Oh, I didn't tell you the most important thing. Condor's here. On this planet.
Condor?
Yes. Looks like HQ got it all mixed up. Both the arrival time and the ship itself.
What? That's unbelievable. How could the intelligence be so wrong? As soon as we return, I'll break their...
If we don't have a better plan, I want to go there.
To Condor?
Yes, their scientists had the equipment.
Okay. That was weird.
And time that we don't have. They could have discovered something.
This game hates me.
All right. We'll do as you say, Doctor. I trust your judgment.
Condor flies, Condor circles the sun. That's the song my mum used to sing about me because my name's Connor and she called me Condor.
I need to get down, but I'm not going down this way. I'll have to find another route. There's an underground tunnel in front of me. We may cut out for a moment.
Understood.
I get really paranoid when things like that happen, you know, when things like tab out and stuff like that. Not that I've ever got anything to hide in particular, but I'm always a little bit anxious that maybe something's going to be uncovered that I don't want to be uncovered, you know? Usually I remember to cut it out. Like that time, I know you saw my tabs at the top, but I don't have anything
Can you hear
open.
me?
You're cutting out a bit, but it's not that bad.
I can't imagine it's just... I mean, the game is literally called The Invincible. The book is called The Invincible. Would they really not have the Invincible in the game? Is the Invincible referencing something else? Are the nanobots the actual Invincible? Does the Invincible exist at all? Is it a fairy tale that they tell to put fear into the Commonwealth? Who knows? Mysteries abound. Yeah, this might be a slightly longer video. I think we're an hour to an hour and a half away from the end, basically. I don't know exactly, but I'm just going to keep recording. If it happens to go on for like 2 hours or an hour and 40, I'll cut it down. If it happens to only take an hour, then we'll just do one video, basically. That's kind of the idea. An hour 10, hour 20, I'll do one long video.
Yes. Ro-Hitra has a rover.
Do you mean had, Doctor?
Well, well. You've never made jokes like that before, sir.
I'm just glad you're fine.
And that I'll rob that Alliance prick, huh?
Maybe. A little.
The drone.
Let's go. We need to get to the end of this insane story.
The drone. What's going on over there? Follow the road to Condor. Okay. Well, do we have that on our... I've got to assume it's this way. I like these little segments. They're all meditative in their own way. Music's
I'm
chill.
wondering, what is Condor doing here?
I have no idea. Ro-Hitra didn't tell me anything about it.
Maybe it's flying. Maybe it's circling the sun. You don't know. Down, down. Sorry, Rich. Have I kind of left Ro-Hitra now to die? He didn't seem like a bad guy, really. I've taken his rover, and he's just going to sit there with his crewmates as they slowly lose their mind, and he probably loses his. I didn't realize I could do anything else. I guess I could have just sat there if I wanted to, right? Maybe. It'd be nice if the game had save files. I think the idea is that you're not meant to redo things to find out the alternate path. You're meant to commit to your story, and I do tend to prefer that. I think if you're going to make decisions in a game, you should just make the decision that seems like the right thing for you and your character. You shouldn't do it because the game expects you to do it, kind of thing. But it's always interesting to see where the other paths go. I don't know. I'm really just assuming I'm going the right way. As long as I'm moving forward, can it possibly be incorrect? I don't think so. Why are they so fearful of the Condor? Why is the Condor such a big deal? I'm sure. Maybe we'll find out. Very Mass Effect music, isn't it? They're quite hard to hear. I can barely hear it, so I doubt you guys can. What do we have here? Other than hiccups. Have a little pop out. I mean, it's a dead end anyway. Okay. Oh, wait. So they've drawn a route into the sand. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way. Go back and go left. Right, let me just double check that. Yep. Yeah? Let's assume so. Boop, 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 boop. Turn around and go right. Where did I come from? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea which way I came. Did I come through the tunnel? Am I meant to know which one's going to take me to Condor? Let me just follow these pages. Let me see if this... We should be able to see it, right? If I just... I think it's the other way. Yeah, I think it's this way. I don't remember going through a tunnel like this. I don't remember this open area over here either. And we definitely didn't go past the field base. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Whew. One little detour threw me completely off loop.
I've driven to the place where they were stationed before they set up the base.
Do you want to stop?
I mean, I don't seem to have much choice. I like that. This is a really interesting way of making decisions. Like, I've stopped and chosen to get out of the car because I want to explore the base.
Maybe I'll find something worthwhile.
Right? We didn't have to. Like, we could have kept going. You can see the comic updates there saying that Yasna's decided to go explore the base. But I don't think there was any push from the game. It allows you to be as inquisitive as you want to be. And it's not even... And it's not like a button pops up saying yes or no. I actively made the choice to stop or not stop.
There's several options here.
Which I think is really
Still
cool.
working.
Yes. I wonder for how long.
I really like that.
Sometimes I think we don't stand a chance.
What are you talking about?
About us, Astrogator. Humans. Biological organisms. All this so-called life is so fragile compared to the lifelessness of machines.
So you found more bodies.
One.
Is it Milos?
Oh, I know. Corpse, are you Milos? No. Something
No.
solve.
Someone else.
No. You can't help him anymore. But there are still people who are alive and need you. Let's not forget about them. As you said yourself, Doctor. Please keep going.
It's been a very melancholic shift. And the game's pretty melancholic in general. It's all disaster after disaster, but...
Hey, Milos, come in.
I'm using an open
Hearing you,
channel to
Ro-Hitra.
broadcast.
Over. How's it going?
Are you
No
receiving
obstacles
this,
so far.
Astrogator?
Affirmative.
Milos, what do you think? What's gonna happen now? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like this before. Perhaps the higher-ups can do something. Hey, Merle! Sit down! I wish we had secured them better. But back to the matter. Have you found anyone else? One working Arctan so far. Several probes also seem to... People, Ro-Hitra. Only people matter. I know. The Arctan will help me look for them. I'm going away for a while. I stopped at the old excavations. I'll look for Pepsol. All right. I'll check the base again. Over and out.
Well, I guess we know who that was.
I'm moving on. About Pepsol. There's nothing we can do for him anymore. Over and out.
Poor Pepsov.
Hey, Milos. I hope you're still within reach. Listen, the Commonwealthers are here. I have one of them, a woman. I doubt she was alone, but I didn't see anyone else. I've already broadcast to the base. Just come back soon. I'm closing the channel. Talk to you later.
It's not here, buddy.
Okay, I think that's enough sightseeing for me. If Milos kept going, so should I.
Agreed.
Okay here, pal. Standing, looking out into the nether. Ooh. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. Bonk. Over there, right? Yeah. You okay? I just want to check on this guy.
And another one. Oh, the sight of death is starting to exhaust me more than frighten me. Which in itself is quite...
Normal, Doctor. You're well aware that these are our survival mechanisms.
Yeah, I am.
Hello, Droney. I need to get some light. Looks like a convoy. Oh, maybe this is the drone that saw the convoy that I was talking about in the last video. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. Not much else to it. But cool to have got it. Yeah, there's a weird melancholy to this whole thing. Look at those stars streaming in the sky. I feel bad about Ro-Hitra. It doesn't seem like he's a bad guy. It's just on the other side of a probably stupid war. We don't know really much about this whole alliance and Commonwealth except that we are opposing parties. That's all the information we've got. We don't know why, we don't know what we're fighting over, we don't know how we ended up working for one over the other. Did we choose to work for the Commonwealth, or is it a facet of our very birth, you know? It's so stupid in a way, you just go and live and die for something just because you happen to be born there. Like, why do we care? Is the game really not going to get me over these wires? Come on! Come on. Game, I was in a good mood with your... Lovely, thank you, thank God. This is so obnoxious, honestly. It is pretty though, isn't it? Alright. Just nationalism in general. Like, I understand getting a little bit of patriotism. And I know that... to an extent... It's an evolutionary response to be patriotic or to be proud of where you come from and to want to defend your nation, inverted commas, right? Because as we evolved, we wanted to defend our progeny and our tribe, etc., etc., and that kind of extended and extended as we evolved further. This is not the right way. I'm going up there to the right. So that's where it comes from. It comes from that evolutionary response, because you protect your tribe, you get to procreate more, and that was the impulse. That is why animals exist. They exist to procreate, and that's about it, actually, to survive and procreate. That's the only reason animals are on this planet. In terms of themselves, anyway, and their evolutionary responses. So it's an extension of that, but if you think about it, we're past that, right? We don't need to procreate. We're way past that point now where we need more people. Some nations do. Some nations are going to start struggling. Japan, for example. But we're past that need to make babies all over the place, all the time, and to protect our local tribe doesn't actually seem needed anymore.
There's a problem.
I'm listening.
The route they took is blocked by a force field. There must be an energobot somewhere, but I don't know if I can get to it.
Maybe you can go around the field.
I'll check. Although, boulders are blocking the way, so even if I turn the force field off, I still can't proceed. It's pretty narrow here. The route is blocked all the way across. Even if I find a way, I'll have to continue without the rover.
Wouldn't make much sense. Please keep looking.
Oh. Again, I just made the decision. I wonder if there is an alternate route. Let me see if I can go that way. I've not been down there yet. The comic book already updated. Like, as soon as I went through, the comic was like, nope, she decided to go for it. Screw the rover. Oh, I've made the decision. I can't move the car anymore. As soon as I walked through the boulders, I'd made that decision. Seemingly. I wouldn't mind it if they held off a little bit, because I did change my mind depending on the conversation. Screw it. Let's go. But anyways, my point is I get it a little bit, but then people are just... I don't know. How do you take it so far? How do you... This Britain for the British and all this kind of nonsense. Just shut the fuck up.
The transporter. They're here. It's standing still. In front of the force field.
Is that Milos convoy?
I'll confirm soon, but yes, most likely. There's someone inside. More than one. Two.
And they're all in the transporter? Ready yourself for the worst, Doctor.
I am. Ready.
It'll be fine. Hello? Is anyone home? You say they're inside. I'm not hearing much movement.
I'm going in.
It's dark.
Well, actually, I'm squeezing in.
They'd have heard me by now, surely.
Still, no one here. They must be in the back.
Just drive off with them in the back.
Are you trying to turn the power on?
Yeah, I probably should. Moment of truth. It's on.
Did the door open?
This is very ominous. I'm not sure it's meant to be.
Not exactly. The inner door is still locked, and the outer door is just shut. I repeat, now all doors... Wait! The back door opened. Oh. No.
What?
This vehicle. It's a coffin, sir. Mass grave. They were all crammed in here. In the heat and darkness, with no chance of understanding what's going on.
Terrible, sir. I'm sorry you have to see that.
The number of registers, 428. Playing in broadcast mode.
You found more of those?
No. It started automatically.
Hello, Condor. This is Ro-Hitra speaking. It's day 26, time 8:05. I'm continuing my search for the missing crew. I've checked the excavation area. I've yet to find others. Come here as soon as possible. We need backup. Over and out. Hello, Condor.
Those were the longest few steps I've walked my entire life.
Day 26.
Have you noticed anything?
Time is
Astrogator, please spare
8:05.
me. They're all
I'm
dead.
still searching for the missing crew.
And they died in
I've
such
checked
a
the
gruesome way.
excavation
I'm
area.
not talking about
But
the recordings.
It's
There was
playing
no
over
one
and
else.
over, I know.
We need
It's
help.
jammed.
Comfort.
The thing is, it's not the same recording.
Over and out.
It says the same thing over and over again.
Hello,
The same dates,
Condor.
times.
This is
But they're
Ro-Hitra
different
speaking.
recordings.
It's day 26, time
Oh, shit.
8:06. I've returned from the excavation
So
site.
he not only
I
loses
was
his
looking for
memory
others,
like me,
but
but that
they were no
memory
longer
never
there.
returns to
I'll
him.
continue my
All
search.
these recordings have
I'm
the same
waiting for
content.
your
He's
support.
been here for far too long.
Come back, will
Far
you?
too long not to
Over and
receive
out.
help from Condor.
Hello,
Damn.
Condor.
You're right,
This is
Doctor.
Ro-Hitra
Nobody
speaking.
will come.
It's day 26,
I'm afraid there's
time
not a soul here.
8:06.
On this damned planet,
I've returned
except for the three
from
in
the
the cave.
excavation site. I was looking for others,
I missed
but
them.
Let's skip
We're no
listening to
longer
the rest
there.
of the recordings.
I'll continue
Can
my
you stop
search.
them?
No
We're
way.
waiting for your
I'm not going
support.
back there.
Come back, will you?
Let's change the
Over
channel.
and out.
One notch up.
Hello,
That I can
Condor.
do.
All right.
This is
Talk to you in a
Ro-Hitra
second.
speaking. It's day 26.
Much better.
Agreed.
They need to have a conversation about this bloody sound balancing and what they're doing there, because whilst I understand the point of what just happened there, just hearing this poor man losing his mind as he repeats the same thing over and over again. He's basically 24. He's what's it called? What's the film? 51st State. He's basically living the 51st State's life, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Astrogator, someone's firing distress flares from near the hideout.
Do you think it's Ro-Hitra?
Who else could it be? It sounds like you know something, sir.
Actually, I don't. Well, he put out a broadcast. but
Why
didn't
then?
say a word about you, as if nothing had happened.
Astrogator, firstly, please keep me informed of such things. Second, it happens again. He started a new cycle.
Please be more clear.
He fell asleep and forgot what happened the whole day. And once again, he will wake up on the 26th day of the mission.
I almost feel sorry for him.
Don't joke about it. If I don't snap him out of this cycle, he'll keep repeating it until he dies.
Or goes insane. Of course, I feel the tragedy of this man. You want to rescue him, even though he's still a threat. You don't have to say anything.
Am I going the right way? Yeah. This way? But the sound was playing at the same... I couldn't hear the dialogue because they were playing the recording at the same time. They just need to balance the sound a little bit better. Like, there's such little care taken for the audio. And my audio settings, I mean, look at them. Look at the voice compared to everything else. And you still can't hear the bloody audio. It's such a common problem with video games. I don't understand. Do people not play their games back and listen to the sound? Like, that's the only explanation as far as I'm concerned. It boggles my mind. Surely the dialogue is the most important thing, right? Like, if there's one thing you want people to hear, it's the dialogue. You would think. At least if I was doing a game, I would prioritize dialogue. I'm a little bit biased as a YouTuber because I need to be able to hear myself over the action, but then the dialogue has to be loud enough to be audible when I stop talking. Or basically, I want a dialogue to be about as loud as myself. I think that's the logical way to do it, typically speaking. If maybe about 10% quieter, so I can talk over it if absolutely need be. But games muddle them entirely. Like, they set everything to like what feels like the same level. And like, if you were gonna get a little gram going off it, they set it to the same level. It makes no sense at all. Voice affects music in that order, and then also you change depending on the circumstance. Sometimes you want to, maybe up the music a little bit to make it a bit more dramatic. I don't know. I don't feel the game's done a great job with the audio balancing. I'm a little tired, like, because obviously we had that bug.
No point in going back this way.
Oh, I thought this was the right way. Was I not meant to... Wait, no, what? Was I not meant to leave? Where's Ro-Hitra? I thought he was over here. Am I stupid? But isn't this the way I came from?
I've gone over everything in that area.
Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. God damn it. So it's that path. Oh, man, I just had to go left. I did think it was a bit weird they were going to make me backtrack. But logically, right, I'm going back to where I've just come from, right? So why would I not just backtrack? But apparently they want me to go left instead. On a new path. I should have just looked at the bloody book. I just took what I thought was the logical course of action, and I was immediately punished for doing so. Let me make sure I'm not gonna... No, we're fine. I've grown more and more tired, like... So, this game, obviously, we had a game-breaking bug. We've had two, actually. We had the first one where I had to restart. I lost about 20 minutes. And then the second one that I literally couldn't get past. You see episode 3 to 4, I think it was. It's fine, they fixed it, they hotfixed it, yada yada yada, it's all working fine now. And hasn't been any issue since. I'm also playing Coral Island at the same time, and that's got a few bugs and things that aren't there yet, and content that's missing, even though it's released at early access, yada yada yada. I'm getting a little tired more and more with the state of the games industry, in this kind of sense where, oh, it's fine if you release things with a game-breaking error that literally can't be bypassed in any way whatsoever. We'll just fix it in post. We'll just patch it. It's fine. Who cares? And it's becoming so prevalent. And you know, you couldn't do it 20 years ago. If you released a game 20 years ago with a massive bug that broke your game... Oh, I was meant to go left, wasn't I? Yeah. You either had to deal with it, well, well, you either had to ignore it, or what you do was send out an extra disc. You send out a replacement disc, basically. But I don't remember it being a thing when I was younger. You know, that I'd play a game, and yeah, you'd run into bugs, I'm sure, although I don't really remember any super prevalent ones. But obviously bugs existed, but it was never like, oh, my game no longer functions. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's just become so normalized, it's kind of sad. Publisher deadlines and stuff like that, just pushing people to get games out ASAP without any thought. And it kind of just ruins your experience a little bit. Right, so we want to go left beyond this rock over here, I think. I don't know.
These flares must be coming from the hill, above the hideout. I've seen pictures of that hill before. From above. Probably from a balloon. I remember. At least several vehicles.
So there's probably direct access.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, look. It said, go back to Ro-Hitra. Where did we just come from? Ro-Hitra.
I see the hill.
Grumble,
I'll
grumble.
be there in a minute.
Please slow down. Remember, he has a gun. He didn't shoot at you the first time, but if you go in now...
He won't this time as well. In any case, let's not worry in advance. I haven't located him yet.
What about all those machines on the hill? Is there anything there he could use to threaten you? Your reaction to your late-night visit?
Well, let's see.
Given you're bringing him such devastating news, he might overreact.
We need to film a little videotape of us telling him what's going on, that he loses his memory every 2 or 4 hours, and that we're actually married and we live on a boat together with our 2 children. And Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider is a carrot. That takes me back. Guess I'm getting out. What lies over the hill of brightly lit rocks and unlit ground? Whoa, yes, there is a few things.
He could literally erase me from this planet if he wanted to. I know what's at stake. I can handle it.
Jesus. There's a ship over there. Give it a poke. I hear these like gunshots. I think it is just the music.
Hitra, where are you hiding?
Has he already left? Don't you see him?
I don't. But he's here.
I'm just assuming this is my ticket off the planet, so I want to have a little poke at it now. Maybe it's relevant to that I've seen it, you know? I can fly this thing. Old whirly bird. Okay, Ro-Hitra. It's kind of sad. The guy's there. He's been calling out into the ether for years. Well, not years, but a long, long time. Months, potentially. The same message over and over again. Slowly losing his mind. Begging for help that's never going to come. It's a nice optimistic game. It must be said. It's a very happy, optimistic game.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Here we go again.
What are you doing here?
Good luck, Doctor.
Take it easy, Ro-Hitra.
What? How do you...
I'll tell you everything. Just shut up for a moment and listen.
I will not.
Ro-Hitra, for fuck's sake! Do it for Spluskas and Lendor.
Not beating around the bush, Doctor.
You think it's a 26th day of the mission. Just after the attack on your base that left many of you in critical condition. But the truth is much worse. Milos left a long time ago.
What? How do you...
You fell victim to that attack as well. The microbot cloud has wiped all traces of your comrades' memories. Your long-term memory is probably fine. That is, up until the moment you found them. You keep forgetting everything that comes after. I have reason to believe it happens during sleep. As a result, you relive the same day over and over, waiting for backup that will never arrive.
The micro... what? Cloud? That's bullshit. I don't know what you're trying to achieve, but...
Focus, Ro-Hitra. We've already met once. We spoke in your hideout. You've had me at gunpoint already. Look at yourself. Look at Spluskas and Lendor. Did you all have beards yesterday?
Don't mess with my head. Milos will come.
Milos is dead. They're all dead. They've been lying nearby for hundreds of days. You were supposed to go and check why contact was lost. You were supposed to leave tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes.
Stop it!
I know that it's hard for you to believe. I'm not against you. I came back to help you.
No, I'm warning you. I'll use my gun.
Oh no.
Ro-Hitra, I know you won't shoot me.
I also know your gun doesn't work. Yeah, he knows too.
Fuck! How long have I been here?
Good. You're finally getting to him.
428 days. At least that's how many times you've broadcast your morning message to Milos.
This cloud?
A result of the evolution of inorganic beings. It attacks the most important parts of biological organisms. Our brains. It responds to radio waves. That's how it found our crew.
Damn it. Every time I broadcast, there's a wave bombarding all devices. This electromagnetic field. The cloud produced it.
Doctor,
That's right. This is how it damages our brains. Our robots and all machinery.
hate to interrupt, but we have a problem. The cloud is coming.
Right now.
Yes, it's closing in on you. Hurry, Yasna.
Copy that.
What's going on? Who are you talking to?
To someone I trust. And he says it's gonna get very hot around here very soon. If you don't want to have another encounter with the cloud, I recommend running for the hills.
You're saying it'll be here soon?
Let's move.
Can it get through the force field?
Hey, hey! What are you trying to do?
I'm done waiting. There's no need to anymore. There's no one left to look for. All that's left is revenge.
Astrogator, I think he wants to fight.
What a fool. Can't you stop him somehow? You'll cause trouble for both of you.
I don't think so. He's already opened the field.
I see. If you can't beat him, join him. You have a much better chance of surviving if you stick together.
I mean, I was...
You. What's your name, anyway?
Yasna.
I'm... whatever. You know already.
What's his?
You familiar with the energy transformation of Dirac emitters? Thought so.
The emitter's energy system isn't
Here,
that complicated.
take it. You can help. By shooting. I'll take care of maintaining the force field. When you aim, wait for the green light. Then you can take the shot. The device is connected to 3 combat machines.
Okay. It sounds simple.
Okay. Twice aim, LB, not LT. Anyways, whatever. Okay.
Check.
Hear you. Over.
Let's stay in touch.
Copy that.
It's getting closer.
I don't see it.
Soon it'll be within range of the gun. It's coming from the east, over the hill.
Am I meant to know where east is? Oh, there it is.
Affirmative. I see it.
I'm not totally convinced this does anything. Shoot her! They're trying. Oh, hello.
Flies.
It's dissipating a little.
60%.
What? Why not 100?
Trust me, it's better this way. We don't want to go full power yet.
This ain't no walking simulator. It's an FPS game.
Yasna, look up. You see it? They're forming a cluster.
Oh, whoa.
The pressure is increasing dramatically. They're running over the tower.
Got some. Did it help?
Yes, that should be enough.
I don't know why it shifts. You can see that it goes yellow, green, yellow, green.
What is it? What should I do? Come on! Tell me where to shoot!
That's not so easy. There's too many. Just shoot them. Oh, come on.
Trying, man.
Damn! If this keeps up,
Don't you give up now! You wanted this fight, so fight!
Is the last one dead or something? More than 50,000 microbots. Oh, yeah. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. That was bad. Bad miss. Can we have 100% power now?
The field keeps shrinking. Do something about it, will you? Ro-Hitra, are you there? What's going on with you? Fuck.
Hitra? Busting me ass out here, son. What are you up to?
You've got to be kidding.
Where's he gone?
Stay in touch, yeah? Good one. You could have warned me before you drove off someplace. Where are you?
Seems fine. Attack, defend. Attack, defend?
Yasna, get up. We're getting out of here.
Huh?
Yasna, get off your ass. The field's almost gone.
Where the hell have you been?
I had to secure my people. We can't stay here anymore. It's too exposed.
It's also.
We have to run.
But where?
Isn't it obvious? Condor.
You don't actually expect anyone on the ship to have survived, do you?
I'm not that naive. I need the Condor itself.
In order to...
Have the entire arsenal of our flagship at our disposal. We might be losing now, but it doesn't mean we can give up. We'll send the Cyclops out to fight.
Cyclops?
The Invincible.
That's a code name for...
It's more of a moniker. We're an 80-ton machine with firepower exceeding all antimates combined. We usually use it in conditions of high radiation contamination, enormous pressures and temperatures. Due to the interference of the force field, it floats several feet above the ground.
You're right. This madness needs to stop. If there's anything that can defeat the Cloud.
It will, definitely.
Let's do it.
We used to say that to send the Cyclops somewhere is like giving the task to the devil himself. Look, I'm giving you a simple choice, Yasna. Are you going or not?
Go where there could be water, medicine, resources, or stay here to die. Wow, such a hard choice. I hope I won't regret it. Too bad you didn't mention earlier that you had a working saucer. We could fly to Condor right away, or even into orbit.
Working is a big word. It's just a tin can with a couple of sputtering engines. Controlling it technically doesn't work.
Somehow it does not surprise me. Let's fly.
Just a minute. I'm waiting for the force field to shut down, which should be soon.
Oh, this is gonna get... Oh my god. Oh god, the Isle of Man all over again. I'm back in the arcade. Beset by the swarm.
Hold on, was it?
Hitra?
He's not here.
Ro-Hitra, he took his men to the ship. They're inside now.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
Get aboard the Condor.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken.
What an environment. Now this is proper... Oh, wow.
It's impressive.
The Condor?
Yes,
It looked majestic in the pictures.
in real life too. I think I know where Ro-Hitra is.
This
It's
is
expected that we'll lose communication.
proper
as soon
70s
as we land
sci-fi.
the Condor Bay.
Look at that.
Sure thing. So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship.
So that's their marvel of military technology.
Oh,
Ro-Hitra wastes no time.
it's a blimp.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released a Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Ah. What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret.
For a machine of destruction. Quite inconspicuous, I'd say. Sort of like a massive, heavily armed spinning top.
Spinning top? Ah, that's unexpected. If only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes, another time. Now you need to focus on finding Ro-Hitra. Suppress his warlike tendencies.
It's definitely not what I expected it to look like. I love that. They've clearly... There's this little bit of attention into making scenes look painterly, you know what I mean? Like they're ripped out of a... Or like, it feels like it's ripped off like a 70s sci-fi cover.
This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates
What is it, Astrogator?
headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor.
Oh.
And they have no idea of the danger.
So our mission made no sense from the start. We wanted to outplay the Alliance, but instead we got ourselves into the same trouble.
We still don't know everything. But yes, they're on a rescue mission.
I feel like there's a little plan developing for Novik there. You know, we don't tell them, the Invincible comes here and gets utterly obliterated by the swarm. Condor flies. Condor circles the sun.
I'm entering the cargo hold. Wish me luck, Astro.
Oh, hello. Okay. So here we are. The Condor. Is this crew laid to rest? I'm curious. I can't quite predict where the game is going with this closing sequence, you know? Oh, hello, buddy. I thought that door in the middle was the obvious choice, but it didn't seem to open. She reminds me of Alan Wake. She can sprint for about 4 seconds and then she's beat. And don't get me wrong, I'm no different. But I'm not, you know, a video game protagonist. Is this not the way? Okay. Guess it's over there. That's where I came in. Must be this bit. Gas. It is flashing with light, which is the world-known gaming symbol for, hey, come this way. I mean, that was flashing with light as well, which is why I went over there in the first place.
It's a one-way trip.
If it gets too bad, we just need to put Ro-Hitra to sleep and it'll be fine. So heavy, feel there's not inviting.
Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary.
Go upright, son.
Scary, hide behind the dark woods. Are we running barefoot?
It's not the happiest song I've ever heard, is it? I think it is meant to be optimistic about, okay, the bright sun goes down, but the night is okay, we can survive the night. The shadows only hide what is always there in the daytime anyway. It's not like the night should actually carry individual danger and spookiness. It does feel ominous. I don't know, it felt like it should be a happy moment to an extent. Right, we're going to go to the Condor, we're going to set this up. But, doesn't feel like that anymore. No, we're going to set it up, destroy the thing, the swarm, the Cyclops. Do 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 do. This is pretty cool though, just because it's such a different environment. You know, it's nice to just have shifted entirely into something new. This is like a med bay, I think.
Must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Ro-Hitra here?
Oh, that's a spooky old... Okay, never mind. I dislike that corridor immensely. Oh, you opened. Through skull interneural stimulator, commonly known as the grave tapper user manual. Function: registering the last conscious records of an already dead brain. Method: sending electrical impulses through those nerve fibers which in the terminal state form the functional entirety. Once you proceed along the lines of the following scheme: use TIS to cleanse the skin on a deceased's forehead. Attach 6 flat electrodes with elastic tape to areas labelled in the scheme. Start dials in the apparatus according to the provided values and activate TIS by pushing the start button. Take on headphones attached to the apparatus. Observe the last records of the deceased brain. Attention, the foregoing manual should be applied only in the case of a recently deceased or deceased in an early stage of decay. The results of this examination are deemed uncertain and potentially unethical. I mean, yeah, just a little bit, Jesus. Again, I kind of, we've made a reference already to, God, what if we've been dead like the entire time or something? Or Kovic's already dead. We made reference to Silence in the Library, and that's what Silence in the Library was. That like, they keep repeating the last thing they said in death. Reapplication for permission to develop private projects. I hereby submit the second request for permission to proceed with the development of the reading devices I tentatively named Optone and Lectone. I would like to challenge the opinions of the higher-up engineers who claim my concepts were mere fantasies and a collection of ideas lacking real functionality. I have created a prototype of the Optone as evidence of feasibility. I want to reiterate the foundation of my concepts. I firmly believe the bold visions of the fantasy writer working under the pseudonym Lem can be executed. The entirety of cosmic knowledge will no longer be preserved on materials of natural origin. Books will take the form of crystals inscribed with their content. These crystals can be read using the aforementioned optone. I am designing it to resemble a book, but with only a singular page between the covers. A single touch will be sufficient to turn the page. Sounds like a Kindle. Its advantages. This will be a faithful simulation of the reading experience and a remarkable space-saving solution in our libraries. This will significantly expand our knowledge storage capabilities, thereby giving us a competitive edge in the interplanetary arena. Note, for the presentation purposes, I will include the content of a story in honor of the Invincible within the optone. The second concept, verified by me, is a reader with an audio playback function. It may be dedicated to those who are at the helm of ships and wish to pass their time broadening their horizons through literature. Consequently, I do not rule out the possibility of presenting the story in an audio format, i.e. an audiobook. In summary, I kindly request a favourable consideration of this application and the scheduling of a presentation date immediately after our departure from Regis III, so I can promptly continue with development work on optone and leptone. He has invented the Kindle. They've got space travel, but the Kindle was a step too far so far. It's the bushes. Jeez. Medical note. The patient on the day of admission, organ functions normal, body temperature normal, CRP normal, visible anxiety disorders affecting dyspnoia, accelerated ECG, echocardiogram, lowered benfluorex, and sleeping problems. Interviewer. The patient has been deepening his knowledge about the reversal in astrophysical phenomena throughout recent years. 3 weeks and 2 days ago, he formulated a theory of a white hole. The antithesis of a black hole. According to the patient, a white hole expels what has been absorbed by a black hole, and when a white hole and a black hole move closer to each other, a tunnel may appear in between them. Diagnosis: anxiety neurosis caused by severe stress, a strained work of the brain in the evening or night hours, and body fatigue. Conclusions: the patient did not define what kind of formations potentially expelled by a white hole and previously absorbed by a black hole implicitly in another dimension caused such a strong anxiety reaction in him. He also didn't specify a reason why the mentioned tunnel would threaten his sense of security. However, his repeated words and created drawings indicate a direct connection between the hypothesis and anxiety neurosis. Recommendation: immediate discontinuation of research, close medical observation and anti-stress therapy, in case of no improvement, and monthly hibernation. And then he shot himself in the head anyway, seemingly. Oh yeah, and there's the bullet. Oh, he's been shooting up the whole place, I think. Oh, hello. You stabbed... they all killed themselves? Because he's got a pair of scissors on him. Azima's brain shows activity similar to those of a newborn. Will re-stimulating the brain restore consciousness? Treatment: transcranial neuronal stimulation, use of a grave tapper, potential restoration of cognitive abilities. But they all just... Protection against the flies, electric camouflage. The wiped out brain shows little electrical activity. According to the latest report, flies no longer interested in their victims. Conclusion: need to hide the activity of healthy brains. Cap of invisibility, thin metal mesh under the hair, emission of weak electrical impulses, imitating an erased brain. No available test subjects. Without further test, this is a prototype. Well, they were trying, but they all got in the end. What did I just see?
Someone tried to eat soap.
Eats must, eh? Where's this bridge? If I was a bridge, where would I be? I might be in here. No, this is the elevator. I would not be in here. I think in the middle is an elevator. It keeps telling me it's inactive. I get that. Let's move on with our lives. I think I actually had to... I thought the medbay was the wrong way to go, but it actually seems like this is... There's a path. Block B. Block A. Okay, lobby. Lobby. Biolab. Yo. Very cool. Oxygen tank handling in the field. Jesus. It's very cool though.
Ro-Hitra must have given them something to calm them down. As he did in the hideout.
Yeah, let's put them all in the safety pods. It's Ro-Hitra maybe a little bit spookier than I'm realizing. Empty cigarette packet. The Lemmies. Can't move on down here. Oh, I can't. Well, no, I can tell is that short or not. I think it's probably this.
There should be more drugs around here somewhere. He couldn't get out. Poor bastard. This soporific could be useful. Although I prefer not to have to use it.
But hey, it's an option. If he gets a little handsy or something. Okay. That's curious because I think I could have not come this way, right? Potentially. Could have not discovered this, could have not got the soporific. If we just not come this direction. I don't know, I feel like I'm meant to go this way, but I can't really figure out why. Nothing here is there. I mean, he's clearly been here, so that's why I'm curious. Not missing anything, am I? Doesn't look like it. Let me check all of these just in case. Oh, you're empty. You're dead. You're Spluskus. Okay, it's not this way. I can't get through there. Back past all the lovely bodies, I suppose. Let's go this way. I did go this way already. Alright, I'm officially just about on the verge of lost. We've all been lost from our swallows. I feel like that's the right way, but I can't figure out where to go from there. I've already been here as well. What was that? Saw something. However briefly, I did see something. Oh, it's the note I've already read. Oh. What?
Yasna?
It said it was inactive!
Who else could it be?
How did you get to the upper deck?
The usual way. I took the elevator. With a little help from an industrial lift.
A lift? Usually we use access cards. But I see that you prefer unconventional solutions.
Always.
I didn't have an access card. Maybe I had to get the drugs before the lift would activate, I suppose. Hello.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower.
Ro-Hitra!
Here.
Can't say here. Where? What? You know, Ro-Hitra, you're dead. There he is. Okay, what's going on, buddy?
Would
Yeah,
you
man.
please take the position next to me? Help me.
How?
Sit down and you'll see. Probes are already in the air. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start.
All right. Have it your way. Okay, I'm ready.
I feel a little guilty. We're just here destroying
What am I
them.
looking at?
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter. Better switch to a closer one.
There's the Cyclops.
Great.
Oh,
Force
buddy.
field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
I'm shooting.
I can see that.
The close range is dead.
No wonder. It's boiling over there.
Jesus. I don't know if the Cyclops can handle that. That's a lot of flies.
Field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
He said he needed my help, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you.
Maybe the flies just come for us instead, you know? Oh god.
Shit. I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
It's like a dagger. Oh my god, they got it. Oh, you precious Cyclops.
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see anything?
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The long range works. The cloud has stopped attacking. The Cyclops is... Huh?
What is it doing? What did you see?
The cloud won.
What? You said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. Circus must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How? This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the Invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Ro-Hitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... Just hold on for a moment. I'll find out.
Said a few days, right? No, Vic, radio station. Okay, well, it looks like a radio station, but it shows what I know. Okay. Talk to me, Novik.
Condor, are you there? This is the commander of the IC Dragon.
Astrogator, this is Yasna. I managed to get to the Condor's bridge. Ro-Hitra and I led the attack on the cloud. But the Cyclops...
Failed?
Worse. The Cyclops got out of control and knocked down the probes.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Ro-Hitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
Well, then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Ro-Hitra, Engineer Ro-Hitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Ro-Hitra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Ro-Hitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. That amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Ro-Hitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
Look, I understand how you feel. But you can't approach this problem in terms of revenge. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking the ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. We won't gain anything from a mindless attack. On the other hand, knowledge about these creations may turn out to be crucial in helping their victims. In helping you, Ro-Hitra.
My memory, you could...
It's possible.
Well, thank you.
What for? I haven't done anything.
For reminding me of my mom. But as long as the Cloud is a threat to others, my condition comes second.
You, Ro-Hitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Ro-Hitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react. To radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention an arsenal.
They wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Ro-Hitra, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Kraven's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis III had no living beings on board.
Only the machines survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis III. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves?
What is a guiding principle of a homeostat? To survive. Apparently the machines pose a threat to one another. They use the same source of energy to function. A common, finite resource.
Okay, but why did some flies survive this? Not something bigger, better.
The way I see it, they were better. The best. In necroevolution, the bots that used up the fewest resources won. So they miniaturized, or became sedentary. The former process gave rise to the cloud. The latter started this bizarre genre of metal structures, resembling vegetation, which formed the city.
And they're still growing?
No. They lost the fight for survival, and now they're just rusting remnants. Only one form survived. The flying microbots that conquered all land areas on Regis III.
So these flies were just the best adapted?
To the conditions of this planet? Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis III. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yasna, do you agree?
Well,
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
what if we destroy their nests?
No, Ro-Hitra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else can we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back. We have a lander.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. You, on the other hand? I'm surprised you didn't evacuate already.
Well, I had to make sure you won't do something you'll deeply regret.
Huh. I'm done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back.
I will drug you if I have to.
I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict.
Hey,
What should I do now?
we got through
We
to
have a
him.
lander. So you can get to the Dragonfly.
All of us?
Yes, your men are welcome on board.
I'm going back. And you, Ro-Hitra? Are you flying with us?
You actually mean it? Damn. Thank you. But I can't leave just before my people arrive. I have to tell them about the cloud, necroevolution, this whole mess.
But you...
I can handle it, Yasna. I'll take the stimulants and hold out until they arrive. Whatever it takes to stay awake. Maybe I can write it all down.
Wouldn't it be better if you took my diary? It contains everything I've learned.
Huh. As long as your commander doesn't mind.
Please take it, Comrade Ro-Hitra. There are no more factions on this forsaken planet. We're all just people here.
You okay, Ro-Hitra? Just kind of staring at the console. Ro-Hitra. Ro-Hitra. Buddy. Okay. Well, I'll see you later then. Oh, don't take the mic, game. Please don't take the mic. Not now. Maybe I need to pull it out like this. Here you go. Who wants a diary? For the love of...
Thank you.
There we go. There we go.
For everything else.
You're welcome.
I've prepared Hopper for departure, but there's still a matter of access to the landing pad on the bow.
Navik, how do you know about our landing pad?
Well, you know what they say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Astrogator likes big ships.
Right. Anyway, someone has to break the force field and open the dome.
The field automatically deactivates when the dome is open. It's the same switch on the control station.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
Okie dokie. So it seems like if we don't manage to convince him, we have to drug him, and if we don't bring the drugs, then he just... And we don't convince him, then he just launches the goddamn nuke, basically.
Look for the control station.
But it looks like we did it.
There'll be a lever that opens.
Okay, got it. Everything's ready, Astrogator.
Copy that. Hopper is on its way.
Good luck, Ro-Hitra.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it. Have a safe flight, Yasna. The Commonwealth ain't all that bad.
Aw. You neither, buddy. You neither. Get me the heck off this planet, Jesus.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Yes. We've reconnected.
Great. Hopper is just landing.
Wow, already?
It went smoothly. The landing pad is generous in proportion.
Like everything here.
Much like myself. Sorry. Are we actually going to get off the planet? It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem possible
Are
somehow.
you ready?
I'll just close the hatch and...
And what?
It's nothing. I'm gonna buckle up now.
I didn't really even have to think about that.
Copy that. Hopper is taking off in 3, 2, 1.
Given what we know about the flies, you know, I don't think taking them off planet is a good idea, to say the very least. Although, again, I'm very curious to see if there's any difference if you do take them. I'm very curious to see what the alternate paths for this game lead to. Because it does feel like, as rare as that might be, like a game where your decisions actually have an impact. Game created by Star... Oh, I can skip. I love the skip. Oh, excuse me. Seems to, I just want to go to the end, really. Because it kind of keeps repeating ones, saying they're new when they're clearly not new. Yeah, alright. So that was the... Wait, I wonder where my continue is. Let me just see where this puts me, out of curiosity. Maybe we can keep the flies. Contact Novik. Oh, that's going to take bloody ages. Although... No, it's going to take bloody ages. It's okay. We've seen our story. That's what matters. So, that was the Invincible. Oh, right, okay, let me think about this. We should say, first of all, the game launched with several game-breaking bugs. There were some that I didn't even witness. I know there's meant to be one at the very end of the game that I did not see, because obviously we've only just got to the end post-patches. So there's that, which is a disappointment, must be said. The game is beautiful. It was okay. If I'm totally honest, if I'm brutally honest, I didn't totally love it in some ways. I don't mind the gameplay. I've seen some reviews of the game, and they were talking about the gameplay and stuff like that. I don't mind walking sim gameplay. I was pretty happy with what I did. It was more the story. It was fine. It wasn't. I was kind of just always waiting for like some big twist, I guess, of some form, or some big. You don't need a twist, but some deeper meaning or something. And I'm sure that it was there in the novel, and I'm sure there's things we can pull out of this, but it didn't feel like it. I don't know. It felt a little bit anticlimactic in some ways, I suppose. The Ro-Hitra stuff was quite... Maybe it would have been better to meet Ro-Hitra earlier and kind of stumble upon him a couple more times and build that relationship and kind of juxtapose his bloodlust for these non-sentient beings with our own care for the world. Never really got into like why we would... I mean, at the end of the day, sure, these are non-sentient, but we're the invading force here. We came to their planet. It's like when you go swimming in the ocean, you get bitten by a shark. You can't then bomb the ocean. It's kind of the same deal, and didn't really touch on that. I think the game had something to say about AI and about technological development, but it never felt like it really pushed it in some ways. It was fine. And I don't really say that about games very often. It's been a long time since I've finished a game on this channel that I wasn't a bit more effusive about. And, you know, maybe this is more for other people. But I liked the hard sci-fi stuff. I liked the hard science that they slipped in there. That was cool. We learned some new things. But I felt like the resolution wasn't as interesting as the mystery, basically. I think that's the main thing. When we were crash-landed on the planet and everyone's dead and we're trying to piece it all together, I felt that was quite interesting. And then I felt like it became a bit of a slog. Really past the city, I think it was less interesting than the mystery it built itself up to be, I suppose. Yeah, I'd say that about sums it up. I'd say that's my main issue with it. Don't really mind the gameplay. Wouldn't have minded like a couple more things in there. The driving sections were maybe a little bit too long as well. It was okay. I do like the decisions. I do like that it felt like my decisions had an effect as well. I feel like I've still got unanswered questions like about Novik and stuff like that as well, though. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. Enjoyed it enough. Glad we got to the end of it. If this was like a 14, 15 hour game, I probably wouldn't have uploaded it. I probably wouldn't have made it to the end. But for the length it felt appropriate. I was really looking forward to this game for a long time, and I will admit it hasn't quite lived up to that expectation as well, so maybe I just put a little bit too much on it, I suppose. I like my sci-fi, so I was looking forward to that aspect. And they got a bit actiony at the end as well, and it didn't suit. It should have been more thoughtful and methodical, I think. And at the end, when they're going on about destroying these things, it wasn't about morality, it wasn't about ethics, it wasn't about anything beyond just, is it the logical thing to do? How did these things arrive? And it's cool. Like, the story of how these things exist is pretty cool. I don't mind it, but I felt like the game didn't really do anything with that information, you know? Anywho, we'll end it there. Eh? Oh, yeah, is what it is. Thank you very much for joining me. I do hope some of you enjoyed the playthrough at home. Gonna have to play something with much more gameplay now to kind of scratch that itch, I think. But it was still, at times, a beautiful game. Had some really stunning scenery. And for that aspect alone, I enjoyed my time with the Invincible. I'll say that much. Yeah, cool. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.